Hi everyone, glad to see you on my week review today. It's the 2nd of April 2023, so let's begin straight away with the efforts. Hope I was able to record some videos of me doing something, so the picture in the video is at least not static all the time. I still don't know what is better, like to record monkey type or some gameplay. So for today, I hope I'll record some gameplay actually, not the monkey type. Um, anyway, let's start with the first effort, C Sharp, which like this week was not so productive in terms of programming, unfortunately. Though I was able to solve two easy lead code binary search problems, so this is definitely better than nothing. I hope next week I will be able to shift my focus from the university effort to the C Sharp one, and in the next video I will have some at least something to discuss. But for now, I was able to only solve two lead code problems, and that's it. Um, and I was able to do this yesterday, so yeah, kind of nothing really to discuss here. Um, Now for the university part, actually it was a nightmare week. So there were three exams in a row and some looming deadlines. So I actually had around two deadlines and three exams, and they all went in a row. So like on Monday, I had to record some videos discussing my ESG position, basically some philosophy stuff. Then I had to finish my time series homework, which was like a gigantic thing combined from many previous homeworks. So we have a course called time series, and mm, for some strange reasons, the homeworks there are just a copy of homeworks from the minor course, actually, that was taught in the previous year. And like in that course, we had like three homeworks and they were separate. So, but in this course, we had one homework and it was combined of these three separate ones from this minor course. So yeah, it was a gigantic one. It was even hard to like understand in like to hold it all together in your head. So yeah, definitely it was a nightmare when I was doing it. Then I had three exams in a row, um, which were not easy, but not very hard. Also, uh, I only have results for cognitive decision making methods, which was on Wednesday. I initially got 7 out of 10, but then after like work defense, not sure how it's called, I was able to increase my score to 8 out of 10. So I'm pretty happy with that. Still waiting for the uh, other two exams. And that's pretty much it. Don't have anything to add for now. Um, don't know what to say about my current habit. For now, I was quite successful, so basically nothing to add here. Um, Unfortunately, I still like. It's not unfortunately, that's by the way. I wanted to say that after failing my previous attempts to build a habit, I now have an understanding of what a missed day actually is. So it kind of motivates me to continue the streak. But I'm afraid that um, it will paralyze me in some sense in the future, where you have this ongoing streak and you kind of don't want to lose it. So it's like double-edged sword, where it motivates you and also paralyzes you. Um, mm, the feeling there is actually when you kind of miss the day and you don't have ability to correct it afterwards. So the red square will be a scar in your will be a scar on your streak for basically forever. So actually, yeah, that's what motivates and scares me at the same time. Um, Now let's move to the world event, and my Lent continues. Um, pretty much as usual. So I'm still resisting to uh, recommendation engines in different social networks, but I was still was able to find a way to watch YouTube shorts on my notebook, on my laptop. So I don't have them in the main menu, but my brain figured out a URL for it, so now I watch them from time to time. Strangely, or I think it's kind of obviously, that they feel very uninteresting compared to normal YouTube, and I think I finally figured out why. Um, so the idea there is like I was thinking about the fact that nobody likes to work, like the definition of work is uh, initially unlikable. But there are still people who seems to enjoy doing something that looks like work to others. So, for example, programming streamers, they do sit in front of their monitors and type the squiggles in their IDEs, but somehow they do seem to enjoy it, while I and other people seem to have some sort of frustration by doing so. And the answer is actually that's what I figured out. The answer is in the word work itself. Uh, Actually, what separates enjoyable activity from routine one is the spirit of exploration. So, consequently, when you call your activity work, you make your brain feel bad in the first place. Of course, it doesn't want to work, but if you replace the word work with the word explore, suddenly the motivation, the incentive behind the action itself becomes different. So you now understand why all these streamers have joy and seem playful. They don't work, they explore instead. And that's basically it. That's the insight. And I think I'll try to explore some new domains this week and not work through them, because work, as I've mentioned before, it implies that you will feel bad. Actually, there still will be some activities that you call work, but you have to like always try to bring in some surprise, some playfulness into your activities, and that's how you will enjoy them. It's actually an idea came from the Art of Game Design book, which is which seems it feels very strange to kind of discover the same ideas that you always have been thinking through or thinking about in this book. So yeah, it feels very nice to read. I don't know why. Finally, the others part, as usual. Here I want to discuss the concept of references that I promised to discuss this week. I will try to make it clear, but I still lack the necessary words, so we'll design this definition together in live. And to begin with, what are references in the first place? And I stuck upon this concept when I was thinking about why do I fail to stick to a specific habit, and the answer was that I haven't done it before, so my brain doesn't know what does it mean to stick to a habit. This led to a situation when I skipped this initial step of building a reference of a simple habit, and I was thinking about more complex one, and then failed because the brain didn't know how it feels to stick to a habit. So that's basically what references are. They are your internal collection of knowledge about participating in some practices. You have to gradually build it from scratch, this knowledge base. And every time you want to explore some new domain of knowledge, you have to start from the beginning. So for example, that I hope make it clear, for now I still plan to learn physics and maths, but I need to have references of me learning the STEM subject in the first place. And in my opinion, solving LeetCode problems is actually a good initial reference for learning STEM subjects overall, because it possesses the same traits like controlled environment, easy to get feedback, and these problems are predictable. You already have a path, some sort of course book, you have exercises. Of course, you can brute force all the unit tests, but it's better to digest the concept and then produce some solution out of the concept. So yeah, of course, I kind of understand that I still need reference for studying more human-centered sciences, like I don't know. I'm not sure how it's called, but let's say some sort of psychology, philosophy, and like all these things where you don't have single distinct answer for the question. My intuition for now is that psychology, for example, should be learned like an intersection of drawing and STEM subjects. So there are some sort of art and there is some sort of controlled environment. So yeah, we have the crisis of replicability in human sciences, but still, there are even like three categories, three different approaches to science, which are the like the classical approach, which like these engineering subjects, when you do have the replicability, when you can conduct an experiment. Then you have like social sciences, when you kind of have the have some sort of theory, but you can't actually to replicate it is very hard. And then you have the third one, which is the design science, and there you don't have anything anything related to the previous two categories of sciences. And yeah, so you have to have a reference for learning all three of them. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. Wish you have a great week and see you after 7 days. Bye bye.